What's going on, everyone? My name's Jeremy. This is JMed's Brick Clicks, and I made a custom wearable LEGO Championship belt. Let's take a look. So, why does it say 2025 STL? That's the closest big city to me. I'm going to display this next year at the LEGO convention in St. Louis, which I'll just change this to a 6, and then maybe just keep changing it year after year. The side plates, these just pop off. So maybe you want to go to LA or New York, or maybe you just want to put your initials there, or maybe your city's initials, or maybe something else. Totally customizable. That's the best thing about it, is you can just change the year. If you don't want a year and you just want to put something else, maybe you just want to put these Lego plates on there and just deck it out like that. That's an option too. We've got the jewels all across the border, so it's all blinged out. How else does this work? Well, let's take an overhead shot. So this actually fits me. My waist, I think my waist is 34. At least that's the waist for the pants that I wear. These will move in. You can see we're just using the ball and coupler pieces. We're using these little shield pieces because when they're stacked like that, they're fully, it just covers it. And angling it just a bit really does, I think, it's probably the best way to make that work. Our center plate here, it's fairly big. It's just smaller than a base plate. As you can see, all the greebling done. We use a lot of, the whole thing is in this pearl gold color. Use the black plates in the backdrop just to have a little bit of definition, and when you see it from an angle, it really does make the Lego word pop. One issue I did run into was with these, there is no 1x1 tile in the gold. I think I found one, and it was a seller in Europe, and he was wanting a couple dollars a piece for it, and then I don't want to pay another $15 to $30 in shipping to ship from Europe, if they're even willing to do that now, because of tariff problems and not knowing the price of what we're going to end up paying for stuff. So that makes it an even harder issue. So what I ended up doing was using these little quarter round pieces, and that's why some of these edges are rounded, and that's why I used the pieces that I did to make the letters work the best way they could possibly work. Maybe in the future, Lego will come out with a 1x1 pearl gold tile. Maybe not. All right, so what are these? These are my little snap buttons that are just like on the belt, a real belt. And then let me come back just a little bit here to give you that overhead view again. Let me show you what the back of it looks like. But first, I wanted to show you what it looks like with the New York and LA logos. Here's the 6 for 26. So you can see what I mean. There had to be a little bit of give and take. I think the 6 looks perfectly fine the way it is. You get the idea when you're back here at this angle, or this distance back. So yeah, you just use your different color diamonds, and there's multiple colors out there. Currently the clear one is one of the most expensive ones, which of course that would be the one that I picked right off the bat and then got stuck trying to finish it out. Red was the cheapest. I found that on the pick-a-brick wall, so I got a handful of those, so I was set on that. And you can see how they're made. Just borders the whole thing. But yeah, all right, let's look at the back. All right, here's the back of it. So we have our button snaps, at least that's what that's supposed to represent. And then the dead center of the back, right in the middle of it, that's where our metal strap is that basically covers the end of, like a championship belt, the end of the leather strap. So that's what that is. It also represents the exact center of your belt. The other good thing is, maybe your waist is smaller, maybe it's bigger. Well, you can just build another panel, or 2, 3, or take one out, or 2 or 3, and yeah, it'll fit you. So my goal is, I've got the PDF instructions made to try to get this on the reBrickable website to sell the instructions, and with all the parts list to get this thing to work. That way, if you want to wear a championship belt, you can. And yeah, kind of just go from there. And if you just want to pick it up and just throw it on your shoulder, yeah, there's that option too. Now, if I didn't wear this thing, at least to show you that yes, you can wear it, it is wearable, somebody would call me out. I know how the internet works. I know by now probably most of the people, they've gotten their fill. They don't care to see the end of the video. So if you're watching, thanks for watching towards the very end. But yeah, fully in, side plates. Like to rest my arms like this. You see wrestlers do that. So yeah, fully wearable. Thanks for watching, everyone. So hopefully you learned something. It's the first time I've seen one like this. I did a Google search. I found one guy that did a really good job, except he just made it basically a straight plate all the way across. No hinges or anything, so they look great on display, kind of like my entire backdrop. That's what it was. It was like that long, but he didn't have as much detail in a few of them. A few of them he actually did a lot better job. But from a wearable standpoint, or a realistic standpoint, I'm really happy with my design. So if you're interested, check it out. Check out the description and the link below to the reBrickable page and the mocks to see if it's there or not. Shouldn't have any problem getting this thing on. Like I said, I've already got the instructions made, so check that out. I have no idea what this thing's going to cost. Best guess is probably $300. Yeah, that's probably right. I would be a solid venture no matter what color plates you use, just because of the sheer number of plates, and a lot of the gold stuff is not super cheap. But anyway, I think that's it. I'm really excited to show this off because it's been a big passion of mine to show off, and something that I'm going to take next year to the LEGO convention in St. Louis at the Brick Convention. So if you're there, you may see this. So thanks for watching, everyone. Check out my other videos, like and subscribe. Maybe you'll find something of interest in some of the other videos, and we'll see you in the next one.